Hello and welcome. Welcome to Tip of the Spear. Um episode. That's what I forgot. I forgot to check what episode I was on. Gone the turned episode. Uh 9. We're on episode 9. I am your GM, or whatever the system calls it, GM. Lavender Gardens. And I'm here with our wonderful players. Starting with the closest to me and working down. Um, Go ahead and introduce yourself and who you're playing. So we have Cypher Renji.
Hello, hi. I am Cypher and I play Galahad.
Heck yeah, heck yeah. Next we have Skip Skipperson.
Hey there, I'm Skip, and I'm playing Jason Lancaster. How you doing?
Doing good. Thank you, Jason. Then we
Excellent.
have Varelli Blue.
Hello, I'm Morelli, and I'm playing Afaya, the Rogue Android Operative. Pleased to meet your acquaintance.
Hi, Avaya. And then we have a Knifefuwu.
Hi, my name is Knifefuwu, and I'm playing Son Dorian, the second in command. Nice meeting you.
Heck yeah. Okay. What happened last session?
Shit got kinda real.
Sure did.
Let's see here.
I think it was last session. If you don't have a title, Lav, I would call it a farewell to Kingslayers.
Oh, that's way better than when I named it. That's way better than when I named it. I just
Or
said
maybe this is that,
maybe that's true.
because I'll let you handle it, Blue. But that's what happened.
Yeah, that's what happened. I don't have Kingslayer anymore. It's, he's gone. He's not destroyed, he's just gone. And, we were fighting the Blues. I forget the full name of the group.
The secondhand blues.
Secondhand Blues, thank you. And we kind of slaughtered them, except one.
The badass. Don't mean a thing if I ain't got that swing.
With Swing escaping, we were also ambushed by a mysterious, and in quotation marks, mysterious mech, which is the one we saw in the first session. And they really wanted to kill me.
Yeah, weird, huh?
Wow.
Wow.
I wonder who they're affiliated with.
Well, could be anybody. Could be anybody. Okay. So yeah. Everyone's back in the hangar. All are accounted for, sans Kingslayer has been left behind as a way to kind of throw your pursuers off your tail, right? There's still the tracker in it. You're gonna, if it gets picked up by scavengers, that could be, there's a whole game plan there. So yeah, we'll just pick off right in the hangar.
Right where we left off.
Yeah. Who's doing what?
I think Jason is 100% fretting over same day and my new guns, and just being like, "No, darling, it's okay. Like, we don't take structure damage all the time. It's all right. Like, gonna be just fine, girl. It's gonna be okay." Like, and he's got a manual buffing wheel, and he's trying to buff out some of the larger damage that happened to the paint in the areas that aren't just fucked.
Okay.
I think Afaya is just like sitting in like a chair, just like scrolling through the what's the word I'm looking for? Terminal. Just like trying to find like schematics or something.
So you're already looking for like a new mech, right? Is that the
Yeah.
okay? What about Galahad?
He's just walking to his room.
Okay. Okay. And then Soren.
Wasn't there as a player. Just trying to figure
Yeah, so
out.
we said the reason you weren't there was because you're having some medical issues.
Oh, okay. I think she's throwing up.
Okay. That's to her in the bathroom, just
I think she's throwing up, but I think it's like you know when you throw up a lot and your body goes into shock.
mm-hmm.
I think she's throwing up.
Yeah.
But I think she's post throwing up. She's gonna talk to Dutch.
Okay. You're gonna find Dutch. Yeah, I guess at this point, I mean, some people probably still won't be in the hangar because buffing out dents will take a while. Checking schematics might take a while. Galahad's just chilling in his room doing whatever Galahad's doing. But yeah, Soren's finding Dutch, and I think he's still in the hangar. He's just kind of like, I like to think there's like a little lounge area in like the corner of the hangar with some like couches. And he's just kind of like sitting there, just thinking. I think he's smoking one of them, smokeless cigarettes. And yeah, he's just there, just whatnot. So yeah, you find him.
I guess my question as a player, would she have known that they went? Like
No.
to go on that mission?
Would she have known what?
Would Sorn have known if they went out to
It
fight?
wasn't a mission, it was a defense.
We got ambushed.
We got ambushed. Okay.
Yeah.
I think she's gonna ask
Dutch
how
let
they
the
went.
conversation. I think Dutch let that conversation play shipwise, so you would have heard.
He did. You did
Okay.
hear. Yeah. Yeah, just so the player is up to date. Basically, a enemy ship came in an approach and sent out some frames to attack you, and it turned out to be secondhand blues.
My other question is because she wasn't there, she doesn't know that he's dead.
Yeah, you don't know what happened. This is literally straight
Yeah.
after. You literally spent the whole battle vomiting and being sick, and now you're like storming out to the hangar to find Dutch.
Like the guy died like 10 to 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Hell,
Yeah, you haven't even had a debriefing yet.
Like it's pretty fresh.
Mm-hmm.
okay. Song goes up to him, and she's like, "Aside from myself, any casualties?"
Oh, not on our side, but we did lose Kingslayer.
Oh. Destroyed or
Left behind. We found out they were tracking us through it, and if I'd best to leave it as a decoy beacon. Throw them off our trail for a while.
We get rid of them. All of them.
One escaped. Technically, two escaped. One secondhand blues member escaped. The other that escaped seems to be an affiliate with them. Some sort of contractor situation going on. It's the mech that we first encountered when we took that relic way back.
Seem rather persistent.
Yeah.
How are you holding up?
I mean, I'm fine.
Of
Just
course you are.
yeah. I'm thinking. Sit down, Sorn.
Sure.
Takes
Sits.
he takes a puff of his cigarette, blows out nothing because they're smokeless, but you still do the act, right? He's dead. Whistler's dead.
She pauses. Kind of chuckles. You know, perhaps if this was another time, I'd be happy. But I guess I've just wizened up to the fact that death begets death.
Yeah.
Just an endless cycle.
Yeah.
Sure, those that have gotten away are, well, planning their revenge.
Of course. It's yeah. He sighs. Now I kind of wish things played out differently, but he kind of does a little shrug.
Nothing's perfect. Am I right?
Yeah. Just in a contemplative state. You know, for all his faults, he was still I don't know. He was a fine guy, and I just wish. You know, if he didn't get injured back in the war, would he still be on my squad? Would we have been fighting alongside each other this day instead of against? I don't know. Just don't know. After a debrief, we need a drink. We need to pour one out to that asshole.
I think she shrugs. Sure, preach. Sure.
Tell some war stories of him. It's the least we can do. Least I can do. I don't know. I know you've had bad blood since the start, but you know, he saved my life. And he tried to take it, so. Oh. What a prick.
I sure do. And she remembers the laser beam slicing off her arm. In that swamp.
In that swamp. .
it wasn't in a swamp.
Yeah. Yeah. Nothing good ever happens in swamps.
Nothing ever good happens in swamps. You're right.
How are you feeling?
Not good, not bad. Didn't think I'd have such a sensitivity to the new meds.
Hmm. Well, keep
But
an eye on you. Sorry, what was that?
Um I think Sawn's just gonna run a diagnostics report.
Okay.
She walks off. I think she's like to before she does, I think she goes to preach and is like, do you have the call signs of from the ones that got away?
Don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing from the secondhand blues. Remember that guy? His name's Duke.
Interesting. Who else?
So that was it from the secondhand blues. And the other one that got away, unidentified call signs. I mean, most likely they're with Quaztech. Well, it's the same one that went after Afia that popped Afia's mind spike. But I mean, I think it's safe to assume that, but we don't know. We simply don't know. There could be other factors involved. That's something I need to look into.
I thought they just wanted to kill a fire.
They tried. They sure as hell tried. Seems they were working together with Secondhand Blues. Secondhand Blues trying to retrieve the package and said something over comms about having a second job. Taking down Arafaya.
Think she's you could see that like her expression on her face is just trying to do the math
Mm-hmm.
of like if they wanted her dead, why would they let her, why would she even be out of the facility? But she nods, and I think she's going to go and do some extra work. Well, call me if you need me, Preach. I'll be catching up on some things.
Will do. He's like, I guess I should get a report to writing. And he stands up and he's gonna head off as well. Jason.
Yo.
I think at this point, some of the spider bots are coming towards same day and have started working on same day along with you.
I think he's gonna do the normal head pat on the Spider-Bot chief.
Okay.
And just be like, yeah, thanks for taking care of her.
Of course. It's our purpose. Yeah! We want to make all the frames happy.
Yeah, let me know if everything goes back together okay. I think this is the first time it's ever been damaged with that new tech. I don't know about the horror stuff, so thanks, fellas.
Yeah.
I think Jason's gonna look for. I mean, would I have known that Soren was involved with Whistler?
That's up to Knife, I think. Did Soren ever tell Jason that?
I don't think so.
No.
Whistler mentioned
What?
Soren though.
Oh, that's true. That's true. You could put two and two together if Whistler mentioned. So you can catch Soren before she heads off
Yeah.
to do work.
I think that's what it's gonna end up doing.
Okay.
I'm gonna go find Soren and say, "Hey, old timer, how's the? You feeling all right? You missed a hell of a fight."
Yes. Well, I'm right as acid rain. Glad to see you're in one piece. I think she punches him in the arm. It's not a hard punch. It's more of just like a loose punch. It's a lot softer than what she usually does, but it's with a metal hand in his left shoulder.
Just genial.
Yeah.
You must be in good spirits. You're not actually just kicking my ass upon sight. You feeling better?
No, I'm not. But it's good to see the whole crew still alive and kicking.
Yeah, this seemed like a different fight than what we usually do. Like, I don't think we've been jumped before. That fucking Whistler guy. Maybe I'm gonna step. This is stepping on a landmine. I mean, you tell me if this is not okay to talk about. But like, he specifically asked for you. You guys got a history or something? Because he didn't seem like a very nice fella.
It's a long story. He's the reason why I have my arm.
Oh shit.
Yes, he took my arm.
Well, fuck that guy then. Sounds like well, did you find out what happened?
No.
We killed him.
I think. Oh yes, I heard about
He's
that.
dead. Okay, because that asshole was. I don't know why he was on us, either just to get at you, but fuck him. He fucks with my friends. He fucks with me.
I think she nods at that and she chuckles. I'm not sure if I told you this. I'm still a wanted woman. if once you leave the Empire on bad terms, you accrue quite a bounty and quite a lot of money, if that makes sense. I'm worth a lot. Any bounty hunter could try and catch me, and, well, fair game for Whistler to try and make a killing. I mean, he did. He did catch me. I wound up in prison for, 5 years. I escaped, by the way. That's why I'm here.
I mean, that does make sense. That makes a lot of sense. But no, he was different though. He seemed angry, like not like this was a fucking job. Like I tried to at least convince him to like fucking move on. Like it's not worth the time because we were gonna do what we did, right?
Oh,
And
he missed me.
he did, but it sounds like he did both in an emotional sense and in a literal sense. So fuck him.
I think she's kind of sick and twisted. She kind of has like a sick, twisted delight in him being pissed off about her escaping prison. When your bounty escapes, the bounty hunter gets charged excess. That's so funny. Maybe I should just hand myself again and escape.
I mean, hey, if you want to piss off someone in particular, I mean, sure, but I don't know. Guy seemed like a dick. He's fucking dead. You're safe. I'm glad.
It was that clear cut, Jason. He probably has friends of his own that miss him dearly. Revenge is like a endless cycle. Doesn't matter which way or which end. I think it's just like the years of just killing people with families. The family members show up. They're not a soldier. They try to kill her. She kills them. She feels regret. It's all catching up to her. But she's thoughtful about it.
Yeah, I don't know, son. I think maybe you're right, but I still think it's a choice you make, right? You can either be a dick or you can not. That fucking Jamoke, he was the one who decided to continue to take bounties. Right? There's plenty of other fucking jobs to go do. I mean, like, shit. I could be I could have been a mechanic, right? That was what I was thinking of doing when if Preach hadn't stepped in,
Why Preach is our captain.
But
he's excellent.
No, true. I'm just saying. I think it's you're making it too complicated. It's easy. Fuck that guy.
Yes, fuck that guy. Well, he already fucked himself, so, and now he's dead.
Amen to that. Karma happening to bad karma happening to bad people. Fuck them.
You want to know the reason why I beat you, Jason?
Someone I am honestly kind of scared to ask.
Oh, don't be
sure.
too scared. You see, They used to beat me in prison. They used to try and break me in prison. If you want to be the best pilot, you have to survive under pressure. But I think you've learned your lesson. She gives him like an empire salute, and she's thinking, have you ever been in a cage match before, Jason?
While you do that, I think Jason's got a confused look on his face, and he does an automatic salute in return. Just not it's rote at this point to him. And he doesn't catch that it's rote. He just does it, doesn't think about it, and he responds to you and says, I mean, I've dueled before. There was couple jackasses in school that thought I was a fucking nerd and tried to get on my case, and I've been in a fight, but cage match? No, I don't think so.
They put you in a ring. The gods place bets on you, and you fight to the death.
Holy shit, son.
I won all my matches. And she grabs her fighting knife. And she places it in, she just like hands it over to Jason. Prison was the perfect training ground for being a pilot or a racketeer. But you might need to practice with this. Hands it over to him.
I think he's gonna take it from you sort of hesitantly. And he looks kind of shocked. And I think he's gonna say, just I seems like a very emotionally loaded thing. I don't know if you handing down an heirloom to me here, or you think I'm gonna honestly need it. But thank you.
To learn how to fight like a pilot on the ground. I don't want them taking your arm, a leg. This might seem useful for you.
I think he's trying to search your eyes while you're telling him this. I don't know how your expression is, if you're cold or whatever, or if you have an expression, but he just goes, okay. Then I mean, you know what I learned in the academy, so if you got time and you want to teach me what you know beyond that, I'll be in the gym whenever you got time.
I think she smiles. It's just a small smile, and she nods. Well, I'll be seeing you. Make sure that you sharpen it. That thing gets very dull very easily. And then she saunters off.
Okay.
I think before she does, he's going to say, "Hey," he's going to give her like a quick hug and just say, "I'm
Aw.
sorry that I'm sorry you. I know what it's like to be, to be kicked out, and I'm sorry that happened to you." And he'll let her walk off.
She whistles as she's walking off, and she's like, "But Jason, I kicked myself out."
Oh,
And she shuts the door.
nice.
Yeah, Jason's going to look at the door, close on its way out, and then he's going to look at the knife in his hand and just be like, "I don't think I understand her." He's going to put the knife into his belt sheath. Like he's going to take his issued knife out and replace it with this one, and go to the bar for a drink.
Okay. A fire.
I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I think Jason walks to the bar, and at the bar already is a fire.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, a little twist, huh?
Yeah.
I think a fire would be drinking like something like slightly alcoholic.
Yeah, Jason, you walk in and you see a fire there.
Well, hey, are you getting started without me?
Greetings, Jason. I suppose you could say that. I'd say
That
you
was a
walk
hell of a
up-
fight, by the way.
A fire's just like staring at her drink, just like taking small sips. It was something.
Yeah, I'm sorry about Kingslayer.
In all honesty, I am not. There is no point in having such attachment to a tool such as a frame. Especially not one as replaceable as the Everest.
I don't mean to interrupt you. Whatever you're trying to figure out emotionally, but I couldn't disagree more. I think what I got going on with same day is kind of a special thing. Like it's. Sorry, you're gonna have to edit a bunch of this out.
It's fine. They'll hear dog barks.
Yeah, apologies.
Me
Okay.
edit? No.
Oh. Okay. I think I couldn't disagree more. Honestly, I love piloting same day. I get what you're saying that it's a machine, but it's also not. Like it's a I know how same day feels. Like it it feels like an extension of me, you know? Like I like how I feel like a different I, I feel like I'm a different person when I'm piloting same day. Like I don't feel like a man in a can, you know what I mean? Like I feel like that's where I'm supposed to be. Feeling that feeling of flying.
So, you are telling me that when you pilot same day, you experience something that one would call approximately euphoria, perhaps?
I mean, there's that, sure, but it's more. No, it's like, like my grandpa said it in a way that I think makes a lot of sense. He got really into gardening, um, when my dad thought he was getting senile and wanted him to die quickly and get his inheritance. But the man made a hell of a garden, and he had a shovel that was his absolute favorite. It was one that he'd had forever. It was the speed up thing, and uh, staff tried to get rid of it a bunch, and he just refused to let it go. And I ended up asking him about it at one point when I think I was 12, and he just told me that there's a lot like it, but this one specifically is his. He knows how it feels. He knows how much it weighs. He knows what it does. It feels good in his hands. It feels like an extension of himself. And I think in the same way, I mean, that's how I feel about same day. I mean, also, it might be different for me because same day is kind of, well, shit. I think same day is the only place I've really felt home. You know? So maybe I'm the wrong guy to ask, but I think there's something to be said about the frames we fly and pilot. But I don't know. Maybe it's a different experience for you. And I think if you're looking for a little bit of growth and a place to feel like a thing can be yourself or can be yours, maybe this is that chance for you, right? Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm assuming too much, but did Kingslayer ever feel like yours, or did it feel like the person that you used to be?
You drive a proper inquiry. As it was issued by my creators, I never truly felt it was, well, now that I think about it, the moment where I started to learn more about myself, did I realize that it was never mine at all.
Yeah.
I do not mourn its loss. But
And maybe it's time you try one out for yourself, and you pick something that you like, and that you know that you're going to be proud to fly.
would that be what some of you humans consider sentimental?
Oh, absolutely. Are you fucking kidding me? I mean, like, shit. Look at the fucking like entire all that shit that exists in the Empire about the fucking the fuck is it called? Uh Build a Rex, the fucking T-Rex build, the big lizard, where you get into the fucking store and they give you like you get to pick, oh, this lizard's got like a hat, or this lizard's got like glasses, or whatever, and then you fill it full of stuffing and the kids take it home and they love it. Like it's that. Right? Like I don't know, humans love that shit. I love that shit. I know, like don't like same day is not sentient. Like I'm not a fucking idiot. I know that. Although now there's horror stuff, so like maybe I can't say that. But same day is probably not sentient. But um yeah, I get it. I know a same day is an object, but like I feel just the same. I feel like a fucking kid getting their first Build-A-Gator or whatever, you know?
Do you
Humans
wish it was sentient?
I think Jason he kind of like goes quiet at that and looks into his beer and like thinks for a moment and he turns back to you and he just kind of goes, I never I don't know. On the one hand, I think I don't know. No, but I would respect if it did. I think that would be if it was, it'd be like losing it. Like it'd be a totally different thing. That's like that's like you ever well shit no of course you haven't but like it's like having a pet, right? Like you take care of them, like you water them, you feed them and stuff, but that's like saying one day they wake up and they go, hello master, I am now sentient, woof, like the family dog, right? And you're like, oh shit, uh okay, I guess you just have life now, and you gotta start thinking about them as their own person instead of like a creature or a thing that you like as its own entity, but like not its own thing, right? I don't know. That'd be weird.
It would be peculiar, but I must say I have never had a pet.
I think you dig it. I think you'd like a pet. You know what? What's a fun pet? They're very persnickety, but I think you seem like like a bearded dragon. Lizards are good. Lizards are a fun pet.
I am
Besides,
not too familiar with lizards or many animals. I have little recollection of them.
Jason mentally adds me and Marley to the list of the list of movies to watch, knowing full well that it's going to devastate him later.
Yeah.
Marley and me, yeah.
Classic.
Just let me update this list for you. We're gonna do this and also Airbud. That's an important one. Air Pal. Yeah, there we go.
Guy pal.
Sky Pal. Sky Pal. That gets added to the list of movies to watch.
Hmm.
I don't know. I mean, it's the. I think you're talking about the boundary where you as an entity are responsible for another life because it's unable to take care of itself, or it can take care of itself. You're just giving it a better life, an easier life, right? Versus like something being its own sapient being, and you needing to respect that, and your agency ending where that other being begins. Right? It's like that. That's where I'm struggling. You know.
You mentioned agency, and Afio just kind of looks down at her cup and takes a big gulp, actually. The way you word that, I, in a way, can't help but think of myself. I truly believe I shouldn't be functioning right now. Yet, it feels like I have been saved multiple times over because of everyone here.
I mean, there's two. Okay, hold on. There's like two parts of this, right? One, you absolutely deserve your own. Like, let's lay this down firmly. You are a sapient being, and you deserve your own agency, regardless of whatever any other fucking person thinks. Like, full stop, hands down. Right? And two, you're here and alive because, you're a friend, and people want to protect you, and people love you. So, like, why is that a surprise? Of course you're here. Like, we get put into dangerous shit all the time. We get paid by Dutch to do that shit, and then we fight like hell together to get out. That's the whole fucking game. So, hell yeah, I'm gonna keep protecting you. So I know you're protecting me. Easy peasy.
I would say her muscles in her shoulders relax a little. And she takes like deep breath. I appreciate that, Jason. I suppose we should move on to what you humans consider a more light discussion. I have already ordered the spider drones to continue to work in the hangar, and I have prepared them a schematic for my new frame.
Oh hell yeah. Also, you walking away from this, but like I'm not exactly the best philosopher in the world, but I did remember what books my grandpa had in his library growing up. If you want to know the names of some of them, we can go get the fucking the we can get them on your pad. But because I didn't read all that shit, I just read some of them. But uh yeah. So what do you want to tell me? Is this a surprise? Like, do you want us to find out later? Like, what'd you pick? Can I ask?
Out of character, give me like 1 second because I want to make sure I pronounce this right. Because that's like such a weird name. There we go. I have designated the spider drones to begin construction on the Chomalugma.
You know what's a fun fact about the Chugmalugma as a name?
What?
That's another name for Mount Everest. It is, I believe, the Tibetan name of it? Don't quote me on that. I'm going off memory.
I suppose I should apologize for my unwanted attempt on your life in the field. I was hacked by the Dusk Queen known as Timeout.
No, I kind of figured you weren't putting big fucking holes in me for fun, so I wasn't too worried about it. We're good.
If I may speak truthfully, I do not wish to pick up the anti-material rifle again.
I mean, hell yeah! Like you do what you want.
I can't risk letting that happen again. The first time it happened, it was able to claim the life of my former squadron leader. I refuse to let that happen to you. As such, I'm changing my specialization from long-range sniper to tech support.
I think, yeah, if someone hacks you, you can fucking hack them right back. Makes sense. Good call.
You know, it was the Blues who killed my former squadron. All of them. I am beginning to think I understand anger in a way. In the moment that they attacked, I thought if I ended them, I would feel better, that it would go away. But now I just feel, I think one would best describe as unsatisfied, perhaps? Or maybe disappointed?
Huh. Would have thought that would have felt pretty good to those fuckers a new one, especially after they killed your squad.
I don't know why I feel this way. On paper, I thought it would feel the opposite. Maybe it might be because of my now new lack of direction, besides the mission at hand.
Well, I don't know too much about that trauma you went through with your squad dying. Why you don't feel like you got one over on those fuckers that wronged you, because you did. But I do know what it feels like to be pushing towards something for your entire life and then get tossed on your ass and have nothing to do. And you're in a good spot. I think you ask yourself what you actually enjoy, and you try doing that for yourself. Do those things for you, not just because you gotta, or just because you're good at it, but because you wanna. Even if it's something that you haven't tried before. So if you think hacking is your passion, your new thing that you want to do, go fucking do it. Or fuck it, even if it turns out to not to be, just do whatever you want.
It is less so the thing I'm passionate about, and more so the fact that what it can do for you and the others. That is what I enjoy about it. We
Okay,
have
sure,
a lot of heavy hitters out there. I would like to keep you safe.
Well, first of all, thank you. I appreciate that sentiment. Second of all, if you're doing that just for us, that's not doing something for yourself. You should do something for yourself. What do you like doing? Tell me right now. What's your favorite thing? What thing do you do for yourself that you like?
Afia looks down at her cup. I don't know.
Well, and I think Jason's going to slap you on the back. Then I think it's time we figured some shit out, huh?
That would be correct. Everything up until this moment I have done for others. That was why I was constructed. I was made a tool, and I was trained to see the very equipment I wielded as tools. I was made to serve. I was made to protect. I was trained to repair. I continued to advance, learning how to repair things to better help Lucy, because I could tell she was struggling. But also, I generally do enjoy repairing things. It is nice to make something better. That's what I found both helpful and peaceful. but there is so much of me that is a mystery to even myself. With everything that has happened, it is in this moment that I have realized that I am a blank slate, as one may say in philosophy.
Well, then why don't you go talk to Lucy, and if you don't already got it, talk about getting some workbench space or something for yourself, and just fuck around and find the project to work on. And outside of that, I know Dutch is teaching me to box, and I am honestly scared for when it starts. But someone's going to teach me how to knife fight, apparently. So if you want to get in on some of that, let me know. Otherwise, I'm a fucking hell of a good starball player, and I'd love to do a little scrimmage at some point if you want to learn how to play starball.
I find the offer fascinating. However, I feel Victoria will not allow me until I am fully recovered. If I recover.
Okay, so then maybe we find you a spot. I mean, it's not like Victoria's got to know. It's just because or just because Victoria's concerned about you doesn't mean you can't start figuring stuff out for yourself. Like, she's not going to keep tabs on the gym all the time. And maybe you ask Lucy for a little spot in the hangar to tinker with stuff.
I will see about that. But I do not think it is wise to go against Victoria's orders.
And he shrugs and takes a swig of his beer and says, like, that's up to you. I think you don't gotta wait till you're perfect to go try to do something. Like, it's, trust me, I've tried to be perfect before and it sucks. Just go do whatever the fuck makes you feel good.
I'm writing that down. You tried to be perfect before, but it sucks. That's good. Oh. I will take your counsel with a pinch of salt. I appreciate this distracting discussion.
Hey, anytime. I can't promise you that. And you want to talk? I took one philosophy. They made us take one like leadership class in the academy that includes some philosophy. So I read some shit about Kant and Rawls and stuff. But like, if we're starting to get into like, I don't know, fucking what, Hume, Kierkegaard. I don't know. I didn't read that shit. So I'll talk to you about some philosophy. But you might need to hit the library otherwise. Shit, maybe I should read that stuff.
Reading is good for the mind. It may prove fruitful to you.
Honestly, you know what I've been wanting to do for a long time? But I didn't get to do a bunch as a kid because I was reading all the fucking time. Watch a fucking movie.
These movies you show me are interesting. They remind me of these documented biographies of the Juniper Wars.
Yeah, is that something? Is that something that you watched? That's in something that you remember?
It is one of the, I guess you would say, the only piece of media I remember, and among one of the few things I remember that predate the days of which I signed on to Marauder Incorporated. I do not know why, but I do know that it was more than often than not shown to show me what I would be fighting against and to also what I would be fighting for.
How does that make you feel?
As I've recently begun to mull over, I feel betrayed.
Yeah, okay. Then fuck all that. Let's watch more movies together.
I would like to, but are you saying later tonight then?
I mean, I'm still waiting for the same day to get fixed. Unless sounds like you got a whole a whole fab job going on with. Oh my god, I'm not. I know the words that you said earlier, but like,
The Como
let me say
Lugma.
this. Cholo lugma. Yeah, okay. That's probably as close as we're gonna get.
More than likely.
Yeah, if you got nothing going on, let's go watch a movie. Watch something good. I won't make you watch a sad one.
There are a few things I would like to do first. I may be occupied for a few hours.
I mean, that's okay. I kind of wanted to go wind down and get work out some things in the gym anyway. So yeah, I'll see you after that.
Okay then. You have a good experience with your workout.
Hell yeah, thank you. And when we get back, there's this one that my grandpa told me to watch that I never actually got a chance to watch. It's a bunch of these guys with that they're all dressed up in like old like armor from Cradle, like metal shit, and they're going around looking for a magic cup. And there's a rabbit, and one guy is claiming that he's king of the Britons, and that he got a sword thrown at him. It's pretty good. I think you'd like it. It's pretty funny.
It sounds amusing.
Hell yeah! I'll see you then.
Yeah, that's like
Until next time. Okay, now go.
yeah, that's a good scene. That's a good scene. I like that. Okay. Well, we're gonna move away from these two. I'm gonna ask Galahad. What's Galahad up to?
He's just in his room.
Okay. Not doing anything?
He's just attached himself to the computer.
Oh, interesting. Hmm. You hear knocking on your door.
Galahad, he looks toward the door and he says, "Yes."
You hear Lucy's voice on the other side. It's me, Lucy. Just checking in on you. I know you had some, well, you've been going through that memory core growth, right? So I just want to do a little check-in. Think of it like a physical, except I'm not a doctor. So like a mechanical. If that's okay, of course.
If you wish.
Okay. So yeah, she heads in. And she has like a little laptop with her, a tablet thing. So it looks like a keyboard, so she puts it down and the screen pops up. And she's like, Do you mind if I run some diagnostics on you?
I don't mind.
Okay. So she gets you hooked up. How are you? How are you feeling?
Angry.
Oh, do you want to talk about it? What's making you angry?
I don't know.
You don't know. That's fair. We can work through it. We can figure it out. When did you start getting angry?
Before we were sent out.
Before. Did you have any like memories that you think might have caused this, or you just got angry out of the blue?
The memories are blur.
Or a blur, okay.
I don't understand them. But I just feel angry. I feel tired.
Tired.
And I don't even know what that means. I don't sleep.
Well, I'll say this. Sometimes if you're angry all the time, it can be emotionally draining. Maybe that's what you're feeling when you say tired, is you're just... It's mental exhaustion, right? Emotional exhaustion. I know for me, things that kind of help me when I'm feeling angry. I like to do something fun. I like to do something to take my mind off it. Do you have anything you enjoy doing?
Doing what even I might enjoy doing frustrates me.
Oh,
So I simply just want to let it cool off,
that's fair.
so to speak.
That's understandable. You mentioned that you can't sleep. I can install essentially a function that lets you, go into low power mode and it'll be like sleeping. You could maybe sleep it off if that's something you want to do. Sometimes a nap helps me out when I'm not feeling good.
I don't want to.
Okay, no,
When I
that's fair.
powered down, there was constant replays
Oh, you have dreams.
of my first creation.
Oh. No, that's fair. That might be painful. Yeah. Well, I don't want you to see you feeling all, in a bad mood and feeling upset. And all the things I can think of, I don't know if they apply to you. Oh gosh. I guess the thing I want to ask you, is there anything that you want to do that you think you could help you out?
I don't know.
No.
Right now, I just want to sit here.
You want some space?
Yes.
Okay, I can give you some space. I'll let the others know too. That's totally fair. Sometimes you need space to just be yourself and go through your emotions, and I totally get that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Your
We can
kindness
do.
is
Oh,
appreciated.
no worries. We'll run the diagnostics another time. Don't worry about it. I just want you to feel okay. And if you think you need space to do that, 100% understand.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, you take care, okay? I'll see you around. And yeah, she gets up to leave.
Likewise to you.
Yeah, she'll get up to leave. I will leave one thing with you actually. If you feel better but you still want space and you're feeling bored or something, she hands you like a little tiny phone-sized tablet. This is my game girl. I play it when I'm bored. There's some fun games on it. If you're feeling bored, but you still want space, if you're feeling a different emotion, you could try that out if you want to occupy your mind.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I'll see ya.
Take care.
You too. Yeah. And so yeah, will Galahad just sit and think, or are you gonna look at the game girl?
Yeah, he goes for like a walk in the hangar.
Okay, yeah, he goes to the hangar for a walk. Okay, that's fair. Okay. And is that all you want with the scene? Or is there anything else you want Galahad to kind of roleplay out?
I'll leave him with. He just starts looking at Full Metal Jaw.
Oh, okay, so he's just looking at...
Like he's just standing in front of it.
Okay. Maybe have the camera kind of pan on that. Okay, well, we'll leave Galahad to that. Interesting. I think that's very interesting that Galahad is going through some anger and doesn't know how to process it at this point. But he wants space, and so Lucy and the crew will respect that. Okay, I know.
Yeah, Tin Man's going through it.
Tin Man's going through it, and that's fair. I know it was like a short scene, but I think it was a. I think there's some nuance there. I like the fact that it's just, I like it. Okay. I know Afia said that she wanted to get up to something else.
I got a bit to get through.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to. What's the word I'm looking for? Fuck. Is it the brick? Oh no.
The brig's like a jail.
No, it's not the brick. What's command?
Oh,
That's,
the bridge? Like where you
bridge.
pilot
There we
it, or
go. The bridge, like, where, Jean and
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
are.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be the bridge. Okay. So you head there.
Who is there in that moment?
Jean would be there, and let me see. I'm just thinking. I think Dutch is there too.
Dutch is there? Okay,
Dutch is
cool.
working on his reports. Not in his office. He's doing on it at the console. There.
Greetings.
Oh, greetings, Afia. Oh, Afia, welcome.
I come here with a request.
Yeah, go for it. Request for me, or are you looking to talk to Jean?
I guess in a way it would be both.
Oh, okay.
I understand that the bridge here has a stronger link to the communication relay. I would like to make contact with an old associate of mine.
Old associate. Okay. I mean, yeah, I don't see why not. What's the nature of this?
I wish to talk to the colonel who oversaw my former squadron. I would like to update them on the status of, well, everything.
Fair.
I have not talked to him since being sent off with my team.
That's fair. This is a Marauder Inc. fella?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead, shoot. Why not? Jean, you can make a, private connection? Of course, Captain. It'll be easy peasy. Good.
I greatly appreciate this.
Yeah, console's all yours.
After, like, typing in the, special comm link code, I would say, Afia, like, stands to the center and, like, make sure the strains out her back a little bit. Out of habit.
Yeah.
Or at least tries to straighten it with her cane.
Yeah, fair. Okay, so you're calling your, what was the rank again? Colonel?
Colonel.
Okay. Um, me just double check something. Yeah, you get a connection to him. What is his name?
Give me a second. I forgot his first name.
Okay.
I remember his last name though.
Yeah.
Or maybe I forgot to write his first name. I got his last name. That's the important part.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Yeah, it's Rainlock.
Rainlock, okay. And how would you describe Rainlock?
I would best describe him as someone. I wouldn't say a drunkard, but
Okay.
he likes to drink in a sense that he's like heavily, like one would be like heavily, like say, Irish descent, for
He
example.
likes the bottle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hair of the dog kind of enjoyer.
Yes. And I would say it's I wouldn't say like we obviously discussed that he was like not a fan of androids in a way,
Mhm.
but I would say he's like a rather stand-up individual.
Okay.
Like besides that,
Okay.
like just think of like some good traits and voila.
Okay.
Like he's protective of his people. He
Mhm.
cared for the squad. He didn't fuck around with that.
Okay.
He's all about like honor and respect. That's like kind of like Marauder incorporates like whole thing.
Okay.
Like especially with all like the like vet programs they have.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I have a question with the communication that you're doing. Are you doing a video call, or is this just a text communication, a phone call?
I would say like a video call
Okay.
because like it's cooler that way. I
Yeah.
imagine like a hologram pops
Yeah,
up.
yeah, I like that too. Okay, yeah.
Like that's far cooler.
Hell yeah. So yeah, a hologram of him pops up. He is in military outfit. I'd imagine crew cut, very, very by the book.
Yeah, definitely has a beard though.
Yeah, his beard, of course. I'd say he's probably kind of has that like salt and pepper look to his hair.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah, a bit older. Maybe 50s. Does that sound a good ballpark?
Yeah.
Okay. And
Actually, wait, no,
yeah.
probably like
earlier.
how old is Dutch?
What's that? How old is Dutch?
Yeah.
Okay, so the Juniper Wars was 15 years ago. No, 10 years ago. I think Dutch is in his late 30s, early 40s.
Okay, I think maybe like actually be around that.
Okay.
Maybe a bit older.
Okay, so like 40s.
Just a tiny bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like mid 40s, maybe like 43, 47 area.
Okay, yeah, sounds good. Okay, yeah, so the communication is connected, and he's like, did you have a rank? Were you a private, or were you a...
When it came to Marauder, it was private, basically.
Okay. A private... Oh, you probably used
First
your last...
private.
First private? You probably used your last name, actually. First
Mhm.
private... was it Sakawi?
Sakawi.
Sakawi? First private Sakawi, The reports say that you were MIA. Are you okay?
Hold on, I gotta get back into character.
Fair.
Sir Colonel Rainlock, I am functional. There is a lot to update you on. I say this with like my standing like firmly on my cane.
Mm-hmm. Fair. Yeah, of course, of course. I'm all ears.
I will try to make this brief. I am unsure of your availability right now, but I will say this. The mercenary squadron that assaulted me and Chivalry Squadron has been eliminated just recently, as of in roughly 2 hours ago.
That's
But
good to hear.
as far as I know, I am the... Having been there myself, everyone else has been terminated.
Yes, we did. After the signal was cut, we sent out a recon squad, and well, we found the wreckage. We couldn't find you. We didn't know what happened.
I had to enter hibernation mode. Otherwise, I would have perished due to, well, with all of my systems in failure, I would not survive. I, however, was fortunate enough to be rescued by a third party. However, there were many unfortunate circumstances. I suppose I figured with the squad terminated and my status unknown, I assumed that I was already crossed out.
Yeah. You were
And
labeled MIA for our records, but very much assumed to be KIA.
as I assumed, I was offered an opportunity to pay forward my travel back to Quastec headquarters by aiding these third-party rescuers of mine, who I've grown closely with in the past month or so. But there were other events that occurred. During one of our first missions together, we encountered what I must presume would be Quastec, which are my creators, which I am firmly know you are aware of.
Mm-hmm.
During this encounter, I was likely to be terminated or soon to be due to them activating my mind spike, which I did not know I had.
Ugh.
How?
Mind spike. That's shakes his head. I don't like it. I didn't know. I'm sorry.
While I did not know you did not know, but I figured that you didn't know anyway. The past month has been, I guess for me would be, I could describe as life-changing, I suppose. Although I am supposed to be destroyed. I was not. My new team was able to retrieve me and bring me to their doctor. He was able to resuscitate me as well as remove the mind spike. However, with the removal of the mind spike, there has been new developments within me. While I will not go into the gritty details of it, the briefest way to put it would be that I have been having residual memories of possibly my dreamer, as well as with the added help of my new associates, I have been able to process emotions, which I was not installed with previously for unknown reasons. For I have learned that androids are supposed to have these emotions at the start. Why I did not have them, I do not know.
Mm. I Well, I guess that explains some things. When you came over from Quaztech, I just assumed you're just another combat android. I couldn't postulate why that would be the case. But I'm glad that it sounds like you're doing okay. Can I ask the squad that picked you up, who are they? Are they treating you well?
They have been treating me very well, for through them I have been learning new things, and they have begun to call me friend or family.
Hmm.
In our recent skirmish with the secondhand blues, the mech that attacked us, that was aiding them, that was not part of their mercenary force, I assumed to be part of Quaztech, for it also appeared during our first mission together. And I fear I may be being hunted.
Hmm.
That, or they're after the thing we carry. Or both. For they mentioned two things that they were after.
I could look into maybe this frame, see if I can find more information. Um, I'm still curious. Who's your new commanding officer?
That would be Captain Dutch.
Dutch. Oh, you tell that son of a bitch. I hope he's doing well.
Are you familiar with him?
We served together way back. Spawned the Juniper War together. We were different squadrons, but we had some missions together. He, well, I was always a fan of the drink.
I am very well familiar, for I recall Pawn having to pry you away from the bar at one occasion.
Yeah. I was having a good time. Dutch may have talked to me about my drinking habits at one point.
You know, maybe it wouldn't be best to pull off just a little bit, perhaps?
Yeah. Suppose you're right. Especially because, well, I guess I should maybe update you about things here at Marauder Inc. After the mission went bad, I was demoted. It looked bad on my public record, so I've been thinking about maybe retiring or quitting, finding another line of work.
Huh. I find it interesting that they demoted you.
Yeah, well, it's supposed to be a routine job, and everyone didn't come back, so it looked quite bad on me.
It was supposed to be routine, and yet it wasn't.
Yeah, I tried telling them that, but the higher ups, they just only looked at the facts on the paper, not the situation of reality.
When you say that, do you mean the mission itself was marked off as routine, and although it wasn't, were we given faulty information?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I think someone knew more about the job. I think we were left out to dry.
Do you perhaps think this was a... Do you think there may be more to this? Because this seems unusual with the puzzle pieces in place.
Oh, it reeks of unusual. I don't like it. I've been trying to look
I,
into it, but with my demotion, some of my proper channels have been taken from me. It's been harder to get a good eye on what happened.
I was not eliminated during the mission. Instead, they opted to shut down all my systems save a few.
Hmm.
I was fortunate to be recovered by Sorn and my fellow new team.
Sorn, yeah. Still rocking with Dutch. That tracks. I never met her myself, but heard the stories.
Hmm. It was, if I recall correctly, the secondhand blues, they retrieved the artifact from the archivist library. And although they retrieved it, we were able to take it back from the location they dropped it off at. From there, we were ambushed by that mech, which I presume is Quaztech in origin.
Hmm.
In our recent skirmish, it was the secondhand blues as well as that same mech, as possibly Quaztech, that appeared. I have a suspicion that that the two had some form of link in the chain one way or another.
So you think that that original job could have been an inside job?
That is what I'm presuming.
We got set up. I'll look into this. This rubs me all kinds of bad. I don't like it, but I'm glad that you're doing okay. I know technically now that you're found, you do need to report to Marauder Inc., but been demoted. It's not my squad anymore. Sounds like you got a new squad. They help put you back together, right? I think you should stay. You found family, you stay with your family. That's an order from your former colonel. This call never happened. We don't have any record of it, quite frankly. And again, I'm not a colonel anymore with Marauder Inc.
Just a discussion between two friends.
Of course.
I suppose in other events I have put away my former specialization. With the Mind Spike, some of my precepts were wiped, but not only that, after recent events and former events in the original mission at the Archivist Library. During both occasions, my frame was hacked into and used to turn my own weapon against my kin. I fear I cannot be the marksman I used to be anymore. I fear I may be growing paranoid of possible harm coming onto others.
Well, I think I might have a solution for you. If you're not going to be shooting from miles away, maybe there's something you can use instead. You know, keep that new family of yours in one piece. A little something for your little chess pieces there. Let me send you this your way. You get a pop-up being like, kid license granted. I think you can support your new squad with this, and you know,
A black spot targeting rifle. My drones will enjoy this, but also I fly with a friend who has a monarch, and he may enjoy the fact that it may be able to enable his seeking capabilities.
Oh, well, perfect. A little surprise. Thinking more of the drones, but if it helps out your team, even more the better.
As for this PEBCAC, PEBCAC program, I think with this I can form a link to every mech in the hangar, for I have taken the position of, during non-flight hours, as serving as assistant engineer. I can use this to, during emergency situations or battle, to check all... What's the word? To check all systems at any time. I greatly appreciate this. This is a welcome surprise.
Well, it's a gift from your former CEO. Um, I want you to do well. Well, Roderick just ain't the same with all you lot. I feel like I don't really have much ties here. And well, as the last survivor of my squad, I want to see you succeed the best you can. I'll forward you my new info when I get settled in on whatever new employment I take up. And again, I'll look into this frame and Quastec for you. Don't like how it's looking. Want to get to the bottom of this.
I want to say Lafaya has like a light expression on her face, and I be safe out there, Colonel.
Thank you. You too, Afaya. And you?
I give the proper salute.
He salutes back. You keep Dutch safe and in one piece. You hear me?
I will do what I can.
Good. Tell him he owes me drinks.
Will do.
Okay.
I end transmission.
Okay.
Where's Dutch?
Dutch is just doing some. He's doing some terminal work.
Dutch.
Oh, yeah, how did your call go?
My former commanding officer told me to tell you that you owe him drinks.
Who was your former, CEO?
Sir Colonel Raimlock.
Rainlock. Oh. Huh. Yeah, I guess I do owe him. Small world. Small gal. He wouldn't say world. Small verse is what he'd say. Small verse.
He told me that you served with him during the Juniper Wars as a separate squadron.
Yeah, he was, yeah, his squadron, he was part of the Mage Squadron. They were, real good, real good, real good aces. They supported us from the air.
It appears he also may have been demoted with everything that has happened in the past month.
That's rough.
We were discussing, and we are beginning to find holes in the, I guess you can say, in our recent history together. We began to speculate, but considering how I was left out stranded by the secondhand blues initially, and then with the recent skirmish and everything in between, we are slowly coming to the conclusion that what initially happened at the Grand Archivist Library, where Sorn found me, it is all part of some greater plan or conspiracy. For we were told it was a simple, routine mission.
It sure wasn't. Yeah. Getting a feeling you got played then?
Correct. But also, he did say that he also was going to look into this mysterious mech that we've been encountering.
That'll definitely help out. Having another resource, another eyes on it, because he's like, looks back at his monitor. Been trying to match this with any publicly licensed frames. I'm not turning anything up.
I sincerely doubt we will find anything public about it.
Yeah. I was hoping
Considering-
something, but
I suppose it was worth a shot, but considering the fact of the matter that from the new lens that I view Quastec of, I suppose they're keeping a lot of secrets very well hidden.
yeah.
I remember little of my past, but Victoria mentioned that possibly I can recover some of those memories slowly if we work towards it.
That's good, yeah. Hopefully you'll get those memories back.
With the recent skirmish, I presume they have a target on me. And with the failed mind spike, quote unquote, I think they want me officially terminated to make sure. But technically, by law, I should be out of their jurisdiction now. For they already terminated my bio contract. So whatever they are doing, they are making sure they do this behind the books.
Yeah.
But I do bring another piece of good news. And I show him the license to the kid.
Oh. Well. I think that's gonna suit you.
I think so, too. It is a gift from Rainlock.
He like nods his head. I think that's wonderful.
I think so, too. Anywho, I will not waste your time longer. I appreciate you letting me have this moment.
Yeah, of course. Hey, getting that license is gonna help us in the long run, so I think this was overall just a nice little present for us. We can get Lucy starting to print out those stuff, those licenses.
Afaya nods and takes her leave.
Okay. That sounds good. Soren,
Yes.
what are you up to?
I'm in the middle of a conversation with Lucy.
Okay. What's the conversation about?
So
Yeah.
I have to get this signed off by Victoria, right?
Yeah. Is this about your medicine?
About the new thing she wants installed.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I can definitely get it going. We do need Vicky to, she has to.
She in a amicable mood or a weird
Oh,
mood
Vicky's
today?
always nice. Vicky's always nice.
Yes.
Come on, let's go
Well,
grab her.
I'll talk to her myself.
Okay.
All I need is this form signed, correct?
Yeah. Yeah, you sign that form and
Okay.
I can get the upgrade going.
Okay. Thanks.
Oops. Okay. So you're heading to the med bay?
She's very awkward.
Yeah.
Knocks on the door.
Come in.
Victoria, I need you to sign off on something.
What is this? Let's see. An arm blade? You want an arm blade? What happened to that knife you always carry?
I conveniently lost it.
Yeah, okay.
Conveniently.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. It's what the kids say. It's radical or whatever.
Yeah, sure.
It's only like what? Couple of millimeters?
She shakes her head. I mean, fine. Give me the paperwork. Whatever.
She's got a smug look on her face.
don't have a reason to say no about this.
You know what they say? They say that a mech is only as good as their pilot.
Okay.
Slides over the document.
So you think having an arm blade is going to make you a better mech pilot? Okay, whatever. Just she signs it.
She's so smug about this. Yes, of course. Of course.
You hear some beeping coming from your pocket.
Oh, this blasted thing. I have to feed it.
Oh, is that your digital pet thing?
Sign has a name for it. Ori or something.
Sorry.
Yes.
So I've been thinking, actually. I know this means, it has significant value to you, sentimental value to you, but would you be willing to part ways with it, maybe blend it out, I guess?
For what reason?
I've been thinking, and I think it might be beneficial for Afaya.
You know, they said the same thing to sign.
Really?
Yes. They said it would be beneficial for her to develop empathy and, I guess, rationalize things with care. She was a human, by the way, too. They developed these in the Empire. It's actually quite interesting. I just kept feeding it because I felt bad for it.
Huh.
But sure.
Yeah, I was thinking, I mean, you know, help see where she's at psychologically.
They said the same thing to Sign as well. You know, she was the first pilot of the Amber Phantom. However, it was a tool used to get her to remain human. It's quite interesting, this little device. It's got a... what is it? Pixels? It's a rabbit. Some kind.
Rabbit. Yeah, I guess if I squint, it looks like a rabbit.
Thought it was a dog at first. Like a Labrador. You know, the dog with the...
but the ears are too
the
big.
floppy ears.
Oh, okay. I see. You know, now that you say it's a dog, I think I see the rabbit.
Mind you, I only have one eye.
Victoria immediately feels awkward about being like, oh yeah, right. That perception is lacking.
Yes. I'll be willing to hand this over.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, I get
Perhaps
it.
I could...
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps I could deliver this to her personally.
Yeah. Yeah, that might be good. If it comes from you, again, I'm wanting this to be a test to check her emotional and psychological responses, and if it comes from me, it might feel clinical, right?
This is actually a clinical testing device. It's just
Really?
in the shape of a toy. Yes.
Huh.
That's what they told Sign when she had it.
Interesting. We didn't have these back in the Federation space, so
Phantom pilots, or...
I mean both. I mean, there's probably Phantom pilots in Federation space, but it's pretty rare, right?
They are rare. A lot of them just... well, a lot of them wind up like me, or... others just go completely mad.
Yeah.
The fortitude of flying a Phantom is... you need it quite high.
So, she shakes her head. Thing people make for war.
It's made for war. She laughs.
Sorry, what was that?
Sorn says she was made for war, and she laughs.
Oh, you're saying yourself was made for war. I get it.
Yeah.
Haha. Well, you're still human at the end of the day, right?
Maybe.
Come on, don't give me that.
Maybe. You going to install that blade in my arm or not?
Yeah, call Lucy over. I bet she's real excited about that.
Good.
I'll get the...
I would have thought you would have more objections.
I really want to object to it. But I can see Dutch saying that there's a tactical advantage to having you always armed at all times.
Yes, armed.
Yes, armed and dangerous.
Armed at all times. Every day I'm armed. Strong armed. Perhaps.
Yeah, well.
Would
if-
I need
if it-
new
Mm-hmm.
would I need new medications for this, or is
Uh,
this a matter of mechanical install?
It's just mechanical install. We're not dealing with any organic bits. We don't gotta worry about rejection problems. It's a pretty simple procedure, actually. Just treat it responsibly.
Of course. Of course. How would I not be responsible with a literal blade in my arm?
I could think of several.
Oh, yes. Go on.
She just shakes her head. I'm too tired for this. Let's just get this procedure over.
Nice. Thank you for your time.
Yeah. And thank you again for offering to give your digital pet to Faya. Again, I know, things that belong to Sign means something to you, and I appreciate it.
I think she nods. Signs the gift that keeps on giving. Am I right?
I suppose she is. I do hope we find her one day.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
Perhaps not. I'll be off.
Okay. Would you like to give that digital pet now or after you get your blade arm?
Is Blue back?
I'm here.
Oh. I think she's gonna give the pet to Fire.
Okay. So where is
a Fire?
Yeah, where is Afaya?
She would be heading down to the hangar to take care of registration. That and start fabrication.
Okay. So yeah, you find Afaya in the hangar.
I think
I
she
feel like
waves.
Wait, I actually would like to talk to Lucy, and Soren can walk in that way.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds
Ooh.
perfect. That sounds perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, Lucy's in the hangar.
Hello, Lucy. I return.
Oh, Afaya, welcome back.
I have come with I having been given a gift.
Ooh, a present. That's exciting. Who from?
Dutch allowed me to use the communication relay to contact my former CEO from Marauder Incorporated, my former squadron.
Ooh.
And having debriefed him on current happenings, as well as him giving me his report as well. Besides learning new information, we he also gave me this. And she shows the license for the rank 1 stuff for the kid.
Ooh, okay. A black spot targeting laser. Solid. Ooh, oh, this could go really well with same day in your drones.
Mm-hmm. That was the thought I had as well.
Nice. Then did you already send the stuff about the Chamulunga
I would say it's like already started
Okay.
at this point.
Okay.
I was just like taking care of like other stuff
Okay.
while that's
Ooh,
going on.
this would pair so well. Yeah. Oh, this is. I think this will go well with your new frame. That and the PEBCAC system.
Indeed. I feel it will be very convenient to have a monitor on all other systems of the squadron.
Yeah.
I suppose the spider drones have been doing great work as they usually do.
Oh yeah, they're doing great. One in the background being like, "Wee, new frame," as they're like standing around the printer, as it's like.
I feel like I envy their excitement.
Yeah, I made sure when I was programming their personality chips that I wanted them to be really enthusiastic, so that when I was working, I would always have a smile on my face.
That is, I suppose, in a way, brilliant.
Thank you.
Actually, you know, I was talking to Jason not too long ago, and he gave me an idea.
Yeah, what did the J-Man tell you?
Do you think in the hangar there could be enough space for me to manufacture a workbench for myself?
Ooh. Ooh. We could totally set that up for you. Nice going, Rocket Man. She says, like, under her breath.
Hold on, I gotta make a check. You know I gotta.
Yeah.
Like, this is just customary. 14, baby.
Okay, yeah.
Don't worry, I'll be making sure J-Man hears that. I'm not saying that in character.
Okay.
I just skip
Yeah.
skips message pops up like I got you.
Oh.
You're her bestie now, unofficially.
Yeah. I like that she has like a couple nicknames for Jason because Jason's been here a while. The J-Man, the Rocket Man, the Rocket Boy, depending on how childish she's being. It's Rocket Man today.
Mm-hmm. Anywho,
Mhm.
I greatly appreciate it.
Of course. I mean, I think it'd be good doing something that you enjoy having, and it'll help us out too. If you craft up some fun stuff for us, or just for yourself, I really appreciate just having a second pair of hands around here. I mean, I know I got the spider bots, but they got limitations for what they can do.
You need someone to think critically of things.
Yeah, exactly.
I suppose you can say you needed a second mind to pick up where you cannot.
Yeah, having another person there, look at a different angle. If you ever get stumped, it's always like really nice to have that other perspective.
That is most wise.
She nods her head sagely. She's like, yes, I am wise.
Well, I am supposed to be joining Jason for a movie later. But until then, I can help around here.
Yeah, perfect. Also, don't forget to invite me to that movie night.
I usually think it's just implied.
Oh, but yeah, well. Sometimes it's nice to be asked.
Why do you say that?
Well, because you feel like you're included, You're getting asked, someone's going out of their way to ask you. It's just nice.
Is this another semantic thing that Jason was talking about?
Almost likely.
Where you like to be invited for the sake of... What is a good word to use here? I guess I would say as customary.
Yeah.
That is, to me, a little strange. However, I think I am beginning to understand.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if I look at it big picture wise, it is a bit strange because, I know you guys want me there, but people sometimes have insecurities and they eat at you, and you just need to get reinsured every once in a while.
So it reaffirms the idea that you want to be there.
Yeah.
That I actually can understand really well. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, you get it.
I will keep note of that. Thank you.
Of course, anytime.
I suppose now would be a good time for someone to walk in.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
I think Son just walks in, doesn't notice a fire, has the piece of paper in her hand, hands it over to Lucy. She nods. It's been signed.
Ooh.
You may go ahead with the operation. I mean, the installation. Oh, a fire.
I'm not a doctor. Yeah, me and a fire were just chit-chatting.
Greetings.
I have something
Norm.
for you. Catch.
Well,
Does she catch it?
We'll find out.
we're about to find out. I feel like, I'm just gonna roll this because I feel like this is good enough.
Yeah. 15?
15, baby.
Yeah.
What is this?
That thing's called Ori.
Ori. How is that spelled?
O-R-Y.
Ory. I still don't know what this is. Is the device itself called Ori?
The little animal trapped inside its mechanical case is called Ori.
Mechanical animal. She looks at it and is it turned on or?
It's turned on.
It's turned on, okay.
Feed me! Feed me!
Afia blinks once or twice. I feel slightly confused.
It's like a little tiny virtual Galahad.
That does not help me.
The both of you should look after it. It's quite the puzzle. I think you should figure it out. Good day. She just walks off. Oh yeah, she comes back. Oh yeah, make sure you look after that thing every day. If it dies, I'll be very disappointed in you both. You and Galahad. Okay, I'm off. Lucy, when's the installation?
I can do it right now.
Great.
Um,
I'm ready.
What?
Let's go.
What are you installing?
Surprise.
it's really cool.
Oh well then. I feel like I have been handed a riddle of sorts. If you say you will be disappointed in me if I do not do this, then it must be important. Therefore, I will get to work on it immediately.
Shoots her a nod. Because that's like the same thing that Sign said when she first got Ori. It's a puzzle. I've been assigned a puzzle.
Ooh. Hmm. For some reason, Afia, this device in your hand makes you feel warm deep down.
It's the fucking rabbit, isn't it? I look at the rabbit.
Yeah. I think subconsciously, there's like a small smile like forming on your face. Whether you realize it or not. Just your body's moving on its own.
So if I like actually forming a smile?
Yeah, a little one, like really slight.
Little one. Okay.
Yeah. Just the hint.
Huh.
You can't help but feel happy at this little rabbit. It may be a bunch of pixels, but it's cute. There's something that you're like, deep down.
I feel like this creature is the rabbit Jason was talking about earlier. He was. I feel like they're like. She's still like next to like Lucy and
Yeah.
Soren, so. I feel like she would like actually just go to the side and like sit in like in her desk
Okay.
chair or whatever.
Yeah.
Just kind of let those two be themselves and just kind of ramble.
Yeah.
But anyway, the movie Jason was thinking about watching later is, I believe, one involving a unit of knights as well as something about hunting down a chalice and there being some kind of rabbit or bunny creature. Is this what a rabbit looks like?
Lucy.
Or would this be a bunny?
Lucy is like, I mean, it looks like a bunny to me. I'll be perfectly honest. I always thought rabbits and bunnies were the same thing.
I have been told they are similar, so I would also feel confused in the same way.
Yeah, I thought bunny was just another word for rabbit. I think hares and rabbits are, like, technically, they're in the same family, but they're different.
So, like a different species.
Yeah. Yeah, though they call hares jackrabbits, so that also gets confusing because they're also called rabbits, just a different kind of rabbit.
This intrigues me. Okay, so it says I should feed it.
Feed me, feed me.
How do I do that? What does it like? I guess she like nervously like hits a button.
Okay. Starting minigame. Select the game. Race.
I don't think that is right.
Do you
The
fiddle
snake,
with it some more?
yeah.
Okay. There's only so many buttons on a little Tamagotchi type thing, so I think the next one's like feeding. It's like the feed button. And so like it throws out a carrot and then the rabbit jumps and chomps it. It's like yum 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 yum. Yum 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 yum. Chomp 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 chomp.
Fascinating. So these bunnies like these tuber type plants.
I made a poopy. Clean me, clean me.
It seems to have produced excess waste. I should not be surprised, as it is organic. Or at least this one replicates an organic one. I am beginning to realize this is a simulation of sorts. I feel like she like clicks on the next button that's like right next to I actually she might be like figuring out the buttons by now.
Yeah,
A little bit.
Yeah, so you hit the next button. All clean now! Yay! And it's all like there's like stars sparkles by it because it's all shiny and clean.
Fascinating. It is funny that this. I feel this replicates a pet-like experience. Am I correct?
Lucy looks to Soren. Yeah, I think so. I've never seen one of these, but it seems fun. I imagine Soren's probably like at the door, ready to like wander off, right?
Yeah. I think she's kind of amused by this, but also just kind of thoughtful.
Mhm.
I find it interesting I have been given this when Jason also mentioned a pet thing earlier in our recent discussion.
Huh. That's some serendipity.
It is funny how things line up sometimes, I presume.
Yeah.
If Soren's
Yes.
heading out, I will say, I will make sure Ori is in good hands, Soren.
She looks at her hands. Good. And I think she turns around and she's heading towards Lucy's. Are they already in Lucy's workshop or
Well, the
they're
hangar has Lucy's workshop in it. The installation process is technically going to be in the med bay because
okay?
that's where prosthetic and medical stuff does. So Lucy has to go there to work on that. But she
Okay.
has a big case that she pulled and she printed off the components, so she's ready to install it. So she'll have to skedaddle with you. She's like, "Well, I'll see ya, Faya. I gotta, install something in Soren there, and you'll find out later. It's pretty cool."
I like a good surprise.
Yeah, I think the scene will close on the rabbit just jumping up and smiling.
Yippee.
Yippee. I have a scene with Galahad in mind.
Ooh.
So, is Galahad still in the hangar looking at Full Metal Jaw?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Ninyana is actually going to come wandering by. She's just kind of wandering the ship. And she sees you in contemplation looking at Full Metal Jaw. And she wanders over and she just says, on my planet, we believe that frames have a soul. I feel like this frame has seen a lot and has much to contemplate about.
I'm sure it has.
I think she like puts a hand out and puts like on its like leg. Hmm. It cries out for its pilot. It knows you're hurt.
Why doesn't it speak to me?
I don't know if it can.
That's sad.
Yeah. But there's ways to learn how to feel what they're feeling. I could teach you.
How would I do it?
It involves some meditation. One must clear the mind and open your soul.
I don't understand that.
I could teach you. I didn't understand at first either.
I'll try.
Good. The first step, close your eyes.
His eyelids go dark.
Good. Now you must clear your mind. This can be quite difficult at first. But I find it helps to have something to center on, something to focus on. In this case, I would focus on the frame itself. Just think about nothing except the frame. Let everything else go blank. Cypher, I want you to roll me something.
Okay.
Let me see what skills you have. Just roll me a straight d20. Okay. It's kind of difficult. I think you're still angry, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think these angry thoughts are still pushing their way into your head.
I still feel angry.
Mm. Angry at who?
The siblings. Fighting. People. I don't know. It's an amalgamation of things.
Mm.
When I shut down, memories, as you'd call them, came flooding. All of them were unpleasant. Before, I could just delete them. Now I can't. I can't remove them. I have to live with it. I don't understand how to cope with it.
Mm. Some heavy things we have to live with forever. But meditation can help. I want you to try focusing on Full Metal. Actually, she doesn't know the name of it. I want you to focus on your frame again. This red frame. I want you to roll a d20 with a d6. Okay, 16. Yeah. I think you're able to the anger kind of fades. It's still there in the back, but you're able to focus on Full Metal Jaw. And you just you're picturing Full Metal Jaw in your mind. And for a brief second, for like almost a nanosecond, you feel something reach out but quickly fade away. And you can't quite you're not quite sure what that feeling is. It feels very foreign.
I felt something there. I don't know what it is, though.
Good. It was your red frame. The spark of it. You brushed against
I'm
his
terrified, though.
Oh, well, you pilot this frame. Do you feel confident when you pilot it?
I feel like I can do anything. And therein lies the problem.
Ah, there's too much potential.
There's a show my mother used to watch. It was about this vigilante in the West. He was a cowboy, I think. He was a sheriff. But the law was binding him. So what he would do is he would put on a mask. And he said, when I wear this, I feel like I can do anything. That's how I feel when I pilot this robot.
And that scares you?
The last mission, I forgot everything around me. And my distaste for that one pilot. I didn't just kill her and be done with it. I made her suffer.
Yes.
I pulled her out of that cockpit. And for a brief second, I felt a weird sense of joy. I wanted to do it again.
And that scares you.
Yes.
Well, this cowboy, when he was the sheriff, the law bound to him. I think maybe having something to bind you can hold back those thoughts. This frame is sad at what you did because it knows you. It knows that you're a good person. Let this frame itself bind you. When you feel like those thoughts are coming over you, let go and let this red frame take control. Just for a second, but it will steer you back on the path you need to be on. Galahad, you open your eyes, and you're not sure if it's a trick of the light or what, but you think you see Full Metal Jaw move its head down at you on its own.
Galahad just quietly nods at it. And he puts his hand on the frame.
Okay.
I will try to listen to it
Good.
more often.
It doesn't want to see you sad or in pain. It is your friend.
Thank you.
Of course. I know some people view my religion and our principles as strange and out there, but I'm glad you took the time to listen to me.
I don't quite understand all of it, but it is a unique perspective that I respect.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
I hope it helped you.
It helped that you bothered to come here at all.
I sense there was some turmoil over here, and, well, I wanted to do what I could to help.
You have.
Okay. Niana will excuse herself. I have to, make some prayers. I have to do my evening prayers, if you excuse me.
You do that.
You take care.
You take care as well.
Okay. What does Galahad do now that he's alone? Or maybe he's not alone because Full Metal Jaw is here with him.
He says his goodbyes and then he walks towards the lounge.
Okay. Okay, so I think at this point, the lounge is going to be full with Lucy, Jean, I feel like Jason would be back from the gym, and Afaya, right? Afaya's here for movie nights.
Yes.
Anyone else who wants to be here for movie nights? I don't know if Soren's really a movie kind of person. She might be busy with the installation still. Well, no, if Lucy's here, the installation's done. So, yeah.
It's done.
Are you here for movie night?
I think she's testing out her arm.
Okay, she's in like the gym.
She's locking in, testing out the arm.
Okay. She has like some training dummy set up or whatever.
I think you know, like how in the hallway you can like hear the armory.
Yeah.
I think like actually she's in the armory because
Okay.
she's thinking about like adding like a gun to her arm. She's thinking about adding a gun to her arm. Like she's just like sizing her arm up. She's like I think she's sizing her arm up to see if she can fit like a shotgun mount on
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
But yeah, she's testing out her arm.
Okay. Okay, well, everyone else is in the lounge getting ready for movie night. Yeah, I think everyone else is already kind of set up here who's going to be here. And Galahad, you enter the lounge.
He sits down, just preparing.
Okay. I think Jean looks over to you and is like, "Oh, Galahad, welcome."
Hello, Jean.
She's not a good talker. She's the one that noticed Galahad. I think she's gonna ask, what did you get up to today? I didn't really see you around, but I've mostly been in the bridge, so.
Just lost in thought.
I get that. You, excited for the movie?
Sure.
Hmm. Oh, that's good. Think
How
Lucy.
about you?
Yeah, I've seen this one before, and it's quite good. It's pretty funny.
I am intrigued by the premise of this movie.
Like as
Yeah.
you're doing that, Jason's getting stuff set up. He's like specifically was looking for you. Looking for a fire specifically, and it's just like, yeah, no, you're gonna love it. It's I used to watch this with my grandpa. These guys were like a bunch of comedians back from Cradle, and they put this movie on, and it's just silly. It's just a good time. I think you're gonna love it. He's making popcorn and stuff. Like is making things, and then it's like still because he doesn't want them to feel left out, like hands one to Galahad. And he'll just continue on like nothing's like that's just I don't care that you can't eat this. Just here you go.
Jean's like, actually, Galahad, your name reminds me. I know this movie's a comedy, but the story it's based on, the quest for this grail, Galahad was one of the heroes in this quest.
Yes, I have heard of this. Very few times, though.
Hmm.
Apparently, the name Galahad comes from a knight. He was the vanguard of the Round Table, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, well, the Galahad in this movie is a lot more sillier.
I am intrigued.
Jason yells from across the room as he's like prepping the view screen, and is like, Galahad, what's your favorite color?
Red.
Good answer. And he winks, and he plops down onto the like the booth couch thing that we've got. The one that's like probably a built-in thing right on a ship.
Mm-hmm.
and like kicks his legs up on the table and is like starts eating popcorn and lets the movie start playing.
Yeah.
I don't care if you talk over the movie, by the way. It's funny regardless.
I feel like right before the movie starts, Sophia checks her Tamagotchi.
Exercise me, exercise me.
She like presses the button to throw the ball.
Yay! Catches it. Yeah, you'll watch Legally Distinct. I'm trying to think of another snake. Boa. Yeah, someone else is better
I
at
was gonna
this.
say boa.
Yeah, okay.
Boa, like. Okay. Montgomery,
Okay.
Anaconda.
Yeah. I was thinking the exact thing.
Montgomery, Anaconda, and the Sacred Chalice. Yeah. Yeah, I think it closes out with y'all watching the movie and having a good time, and there's like a funny scene and people laugh and you know. Yeah. And then if anyone else has anything for the movie, we can close out that scene.
Thinking.
Okay.
I feel like as it closes out, like it kind of just like zooms in on Afaya, and there's like this. I feel like she's not like. I don't think she's like laughing heartily, but I feel like after most jokes, there's always like a sly little smile.
Yeah.
Maybe as they're like cleaning up and Jason leans over and is like, "You're gonna ask me for a shrubbery later, I just know it. It's gonna happen."
Will it?
When I least expect it, I'm sure.
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. I hope you had fun. Not everything's got to be like a horror film or something super dramatic.
I found the experience rather entertaining.
Jean turns over to Galahad. How did you like it, Sir Galahad?
You were right. He was very silly. But it was entertaining.
If I may, I do see the resemblance between you two.
You do?
You share a scrap of that similar wit in my eyes.
That is good to hear. I wish to improve on my wit.
If you wish to achieve it, then I believe you can.
Thank you, Althea.
Okay. I think I have one more scene, and then I'm good to call it.
Okay.
That night,
Okay.
Afaya, you have a strange dream of code.
A strange dream of code.
I'll let you figure out this dream, but this is going to get you a certain license.
Oh.
Let me just double check, because you have taken the Horus license as you leveled up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hydra.
The Hydra, yes. Yeah, you dream. And it comes to you in code, like, ones and zeros, and then that becomes, it starts off in binary, then it becomes hexadecimal, and then finally it becomes an actual language. And it says, Bishop takes rook.
Ooh.
And as you wake up from this, because it starts you to from your sleep, there is a tablet that says acquired Horus license. Congratulations. Congratulations on being one of the few to gain a Hydra license. May the swarm be with you.
Is Lucy sleeping?
Yeah. She's in her bed at this time.
Oh, okay. Huh. I'd say I pick up the tablet, look it over. So, this is what Jason was talking about. Fascinating. I do not know why I have come to gain this, however. I think I say right next to the tablet is the Tamagotchi, and she picks it up.
It's sleeping right now.
Good.
Z.
Good. Ori. And she puts Ori back down and goes back to bed.
Okay. And with that, I will call it. Yay. How was session, everyone?
Excellent.
I liked it.
Good.
Yeah, it's great.
Good. I love where you're taking Galahad, by the way.
Yeah.
He's in his depressed boy era.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's really sad.
Yeah.
A wobot, if you will.
Oh whoa.
Oh.
No.
Oh God.
Brilliant.
I think that's the perfect thing to end this recording on, actually.
It's pretty big.
It's
Pretty
pretty
big.
But yeah, thank you all for coming as always, and thank you all for watching. And yeah, tune in next time for more Tip of the Sphere. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.